Alright, what's going on everybody? My name is Matt. Welcome back to the channel today. So I'm bringing you guys a Fortnite tips video, which has been something that I've been formulating over the past, I'd say, month or two. And this is a strategy that a lot of people don't overly use, even though it's not quite that complicated, and it really just takes kind of practice getting in the habit of it. This is a tactic I haven't seen that many people using, and it has definitely benefited me in a lot of the games that I've played. And speaking of gameplay, what you guys are watching in the background is an absolutely devastating game. A 9-kill solo match where I die in 3rd place. Now what I want you guys to notice about this game is that in the background as you're watching, the people that I eliminate, for the most part, I eliminate extremely quickly and accurately. My ammo wasted is very little because the people that I'm coming up against are dying in, 6 or 7 shots for the most part, because of the way that I'm actually approaching these guys and the way that I'm actually firing on them. And that's kind of what this strategy is all about. Because this strategy, for those who aren't aware and who haven't really played Fortnite that much and maybe needing some assistance in this area, is actually gunfights. Because gunplay in Fortnite is weird, and I think everybody that has played this game knows that. And if we were to make a video talking about things that need to be fixed, or if the devs wanted to have some type of Q&A where people gave their suggestions, I think one of the #1 things would be to fix the gunplay. Because I've had a lot of moments, I'm sure you guys have had too, where you're unloading a clip into someone, absolutely just demolishing your gun into someone else, and they'll 3-shot you and you're dead. You have a lot of those moments, and you're like sitting there like, what the hell? How did my bullets not hit? It's one of those moments. And I've had those myself, and I think this is the best way to combat that. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the way that your guns actually handle in this game. Because bullets don't fire straight, and that's something that, in Fortnite, whether or not this makes logical sense, I don't really know. But in a lot of other shooter games, what they'll have is if you're at a large distance, the bullets will decay. They'll start to drop as you're shooting. This is particularly prominent with snipers. And for those that have sniped in almost any video game, you'll notice that if you're a long distance away, the bullet will drop. Now in a game like Counter-Strike, this is a little different because the bullets don't drop as severely. And I'm sure there's some other titles you could find where that doesn't exist as much. You look at a game like Halo, it isn't as big of a deal. But with something like Fortnite and Call of Duty a little bit, you'll notice that your guns definitely do have a very steep drop-off. And not just snipers. You'll notice that assault rifles in this game do have sort of a bullet drop-off. And if you notice, at least from what I've noticed, while I'm using the assault rifles, especially the SCAR, I've noticed that bullets don't necessarily follow where the crosshair is, but a little south of it, a little down, and a little to the left. That's at least what I've noticed. Is there any, scientific evidence of this in the game files? I don't know. But from what my playing has shown, I have noticed that your bullets do drop off mostly down and a little bit to the left. With that being said, if you're going and you're attacking someone, the best thing to do, at least in my opinion, is to crouch. Because if someone is shooting at you, ideally aiming for your head, the bullet is going to go pretty much drop to where your neck would have been, and if you're crouched, you're not going to get hit. It's definitely a better idea, and I think if you crouch and adjust your aim properly, you'll get kills, 10 times faster than you would on a normal basis doing normal things the normal way. So what I've noticed, and as you'll watch in this gameplay, what I do a large portion of the time is aim my crosshair and ready it not right at the edge of someone's body, not right at their head, but aiming sort of around the neck area. And while I'm crouched, again, my body is crouched, they can't reach me as easily, I'll aim towards their head, and as the bullet drops, getting shots right in the chest. It's sort of something that you just kind of have to see and just kind of feel, as opposed to me telling you exactly how to do it. But all I want you guys to be aware of is be conscious about how your bullets drop off, the way they actually fire, and the fact that they can be buggy sometimes. The bullets don't always register the way they should. So at least in my eyes, the best thing to do is to tap fire from a distance. Crouch, aim at their head, hopefully the bullets get sort of close or around the neck, and while you're crouched, again, they're going to have a harder time shooting at you because they're not expecting you to be crouched, and therefore your bullets will just kind of land. That's simply it. And man, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. That's about it, guys. Pretty simple strategy, but something that I think has improved my gameplay a ton. And in most other shooter games, it doesn't work like this. So Fortnite is something I think in this regard is pretty unique. And I definitely recommend you guys giving this a shot if you haven't already. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, as always. If there's anything that I didn't explain or could have explained better, also let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'll see you all in the next one. Later.